Welcome back. We almost didn't make it because the program I used to record the game footage, the program has to be started and stopped manually. It doesn't automatically begin and end when I fire up the game. And after I finished recording this footage, I just forgot to turn it off. So I ended up with so much raw footage that both the video editing programs I have, would crash whenever I tried to open it. So I thought the footage was lost, or at least hard to get to, but thankfully, VLC Media Player has a record option, so the footage you're looking at has been recorded twice over, and I think the quality's okay. But it gave rise to another problem because at some point along the process, the audio got really, 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 really badly out of sync with the footage. So I had a fun time getting them to line up. And I probably didn't do it perfectly because no matter how many times I mess around with DOS Box, the game still plays pretty choppily on my computer. I don't think there's anything I can really do about it. So the audio is still probably a little bit out of sync, for which I apologize. And hopefully, after 2 Let's Plays that have had this problem, hopefully the next, the last few will run more smoothly, but yeah. And then we have this scene, which I really can't or shouldn't comment over, because it's pretty awkward. Pretty awkward. AWKWARD. I will say, editing this, I had to fast forward through that scene, and fast forwarding it made it even more uncomfortable. So yeah, what else can I say about this scene? Roberta Williams considers it a pivotal moment in the story because it's when Adrienne realizes something's wrong with Dawn, although she probably should have come to that conclusion before, but anyway. But I mean, kudos to the story for admitting that rape can happen even if it starts out consensually. That's pretty big for the 90s. Alright, I can't get to the laptop. Let's see, I don't know if the TV ever does anything except show static. Although the program just put it in there, so maybe it does do something. I just never realized it. There's always the painting. And once again, we just get a flash of it. Sorry, why it does that. I don't know. Tech problems abound. But as they say, when you do a Let's Play, you use the footage you have, not the footage you want. But that's a nice bit of storytelling. I can't actually knock on the door to Don's studio, signifying that Adrienne definitely doesn't want to encounter him. So there's an Easter egg that my friend Leon told me about. Oh, never mind. I know you have to click on the chair a certain number of times, and then the toilet, but I should have written it down. Oh well, there's always next time, because I think once you get Adrienne to actually use the bathroom, you won't be able to do it. Let's see. Anything else going on in here? I think this is the chapter where you start seeing gore scenes, but maybe not all of them just yet. And for a woman who dresses the same every day, Adrienne sure likes checking her makeup. Ah, something new here. Let's see. Ah, there we go.
I found this in your room. Where did you get it?
Why, Zoltan, what do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. Gaston gave it to you, didn't he?
No! I bought it when we were in London last month.
I'm not a fool, Marie. I've been watching. When he looks at you, you smile and blush. And he's always hovering around you backstage.
But you're wrong, Zoltan. He's just a friend, that's all.
I don't want him here tomorrow night.
But he's your prop man. He has a right to be at your party. Please, don't accuse me of this. Believe me, Zoltan. I love you. Only you.
I want to believe you, Marie. I do.
You can never not make the name Zoltan sound goofy. Also, do you believe in ghosts yet, Adrienne? What? You don't have to use the necklace later in some convoluted puzzle? Kind of adventure game is this? Anyway, let me also check the cigarettes, because I think at some point they're supposed to go missing. I don't know if it leads up into anything significant, but
Hey, I've been waiting for you.
I'm sorry, Harriet. I forgot all about it. Ready to work?
Yeah, ma'am. Tell me what to do.
Well, let's see. Kitchen dishes need washing. Our bed needs to be made. Bathroom needs cleaning. Furniture needs polishing. And, this floor needs sweeping.
I'll get right on it. Anything else?
I
Well,
think
yes,
she
I
keeps
found these
doing
old
that
tarot
until
cards
you
in the house.
cover
I
everything.
don't read them. If you want them.
You're darn right I want them. They're beautiful. I tell you what, I'll do a reading for you. A little later, in the kitchen. Anything else?
I have a question, Harriet. When I was in the tower room, I saw a little building in the woods on the eastern side of the island. Do you know anything about it?
I've never been in those woods. The trail's washed out. Cyrus has, though. Go ask him.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
Anything else?
Ask her about that hat. I'm
Yeah, one more
fascinated
thing.
by it
Please
weirdly.
empty the wastebaskets.
Yep. Anything else? Oh, by the way, I see you carrying around that newspaper. You want me to throw it away for you?
Please, would you?
What about that hammer and poker? Don't know if the wastebaskets come up. Seems like an oddly specific line for them to work in there, but it's Phantasmagoria, a game of needless details.
Keep your secrets to yourself. Trust no one.
I don't remember how that plays into the story. But I've already been telling Adrienne not to trust Harriet and Cyrus. But that's just me. Aw, Spaz. Let's be as nice to you as possible.
Hey, Spaz. How you doing, kitty? Oh, gotta go. See you later.
Poor Spaz. So honestly, I can't even remember what we're supposed to do in this chapter. Yeah, this game just doesn't give you clear objectives. And I think that's a problem in Phantasmagoria 2 as well, but
Adrienne,
let's get a tarot reading from Harriet.
you know those tarot cards you give me?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's time to do a reading. Right now.
Well, okay, I guess.
Does Harriet know what's going on in the house? I don't think she does. That would make her too relevant to the
cards.
plot. But
All right.
Oh dear. This don't look good.
Well, what is it?
Well, Of course, it's all in interpretation, but
Come on, Harriet.
well, all right. This card in the middle is the Fool. And that's you. The Fool is surrounded by all these 7 other energies. Now, this card, that's the Lovers. That means that the Fool is gonna have to make a choice in the area of love. Now, normally that ain't necessarily so bad, but all these other cards surrounding it. Well,
Adrienne is the Fool. I can see that.
oh,
Sorry,
these
obvious
2
joke
cards.
is obvious.
That's justice and strength. And that's good, because the Fool can use them to help out with rational solutions and a balanced mind, and courage, strength, and determination.
All major arcana, huh? That's
Sounds like I'm heading off to battle.
You might be. Take a look at these other 4 cards here. The worst 4 cards in the deck.
That's definitely
Hanged Man.
a reading for a horror story
Tower.
protagonist.
The devil and death. The Hangman. A sacrifice is gonna happen. The Tower. Break down of existing forms. The devil. He brings evil. Death. A painful transformation's gonna happen.
So what's the verdict?
It's hard to know, actually. Because you know, it's all in the interpretation. But off the top of my head, I'd say that you're gonna have some big trouble with your hubby. Evil's got him, and he's gonna change. You're gonna have to muster all the strength and courage that you have to fight it. There's gonna be a sacrifice. And then you're gonna have to use your wits to win.
Well, thanks, Harriet. That was very interesting.
Now, I know that you think that this is all just a bunch of hogwash.
Now, Harriet, I really appreciate you trying to help me. But I just don't believe in this stuff.
Well, now, all I know is that there's some bad trouble around here. You just better watch your backside.
Fine. I will.
Yeah, it's no weirder than picking up a necklace that mysteriously vanishes and hearing 2 voices from nowhere. Oh, Adrienne, you define arbitrary skepticism. But, so I can say with some authority that Harriet's tarot reading wasn't entirely accurate. Not sure if that's deliberate or not. I mean, she's obviously right about the plot, but not so much about the other stuff. About what the cards actually mean. Although the writers of this game did get that death doesn't mean death, which puts them ahead of a lot of crappy horror movies I've seen. So kudos, Phantasmagoria. So yeah, just checking around, make sure there's no cutscenes or scares that we're missing. I don't think there is. Obviously none in the basement. God, I wish it wasn't so damn tedious getting out in and out of the basement. I just have one little scene. That's, but anyway. Let's go to the greenhouse, which we need Cyrus.
Yeah, you stupid cat. Just want to play with you is all.
I guess Spaz just has
Cat.
Jason Voorhees teleportation powers that can go outside whenever he wants.
Cyrus? Cyrus, what are you doing?
Nothing.
What were you doing with my cat?
I was just playing with it is all.
Cyrus, don't play with him, okay?
Okay.
You know, it'd be really easy to make a pussy joke, but... You know, I'm classier than that. Well, not really, but... Okay. Oh, alright. I thought Cyrus would automatically be here, but I guess not. So, back we go. Could have done that a lot quicker.
Cyrus?
Huh?
When I was in the tower room, I could see a little building in the woods. I was wondering, have you seen it?
Yeah. It's over there.
Well, can you show me the way?
Well, the trail's all washed out. Usually what I do, I just jump over it.
But where is it, Cyrus?
It's over there. Oh, okay. I'll show you. Come on, follow me.
I guess Cyrus exists to make us realize that, you know, Cedric the Owl from King's Quest V, he wasn't that bad. Well, okay, he was.
Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you.
I'm sorry, Cyrus. I tried to hurry.
Oh, that's okay. See? There it is. Just like I told you. Come on.
Oh, I don't know, Cyrus. Looks kind of dangerous. Isn't there another way?
No. Oh, look out. I can fix it.
I think this is the only thing Cyrus does for you in the entire game.
Oh my
They
God,
couldn't have replaced him
Cyrus.
with an axe as she uses, or something else, anything else.
There you go.
You're amazing, Cyrus. I can't believe you did that.
Of course I did. I'm strong. See?
Wow. Boy, you are strong.
Yeah, I know. Ma always tells me
Adrienne?
that I'm more muscles than brains.
Yeah, well, your mother was right, Cyrus.
Heck.
Jesus, Adrienne. You're an asshole.
I gotta go.
Anyway, Adrienne, I know your husband is possessed by a demon that's turned him into a misogynist and a rapist, but Yeah, that's no reason to settle, girl. Oh, come on, just... But to be fair, this isn't just a problem with Phantasmagoria. It's like all the games from the FMV era had to show the actors doing their actions in the most excruciating detail and have FMVs for every little step they take. And they're obviously fake computer generated shoes. Finally, the greenhouse. And our first murder scene. Now you've all been waiting with anticipation. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but recently this game was voted by a French gaming website to be the goriest game in history. And I'm sure people will quibble with that, but I'm inclined to think it is a contender at least. We'll see more later, but this game honestly is more graphic than a lot of Z-grade slasher movies I've seen, so. But you're about to see for yourself.
Zoltan, what are you doing here? Did you want something? Why did you... Sultan. Sultan. Lead me to my plants.
Yes.
Oh god. Yeah, it would have been enough if they just had him stab her in the neck with a spade, but yeah, they go all out. This is why my theory is that Roberta Williams was just fed up with working with kitty crap, and she just channeled all that repressed energy into this game.
I can't see anything. Oh, it's missing a lens piece.
This is what I get for complaining that this game isn't enough like other adventure games. Oh, where's the lens piece? Is it inside the greenhouse? No. Somewhere. Please don't tell me I have to go back to town or into the house for it. Ah, maybe it's in here. No, wait. Oh, I remember. Yep. That's where Hortense is. Get it? Horticulture, Hortense, yeah.
Oh my God.
Sorry about that. I don't know why the footage keeps... I don't know if it's... It can't be meant to do that. It must be the way the game is playing on my computer. I'll try to be more careful about that in the future. Sorry, half this damn episode is me complaining about tech glitches. That's yeah. Well, go to my Patreon and give me money so I can put more
Search
effort
near the
into
telescope
this
for
in
the
the future.
missing lens piece.
Thank you, Mr. Bones. You just saved me an hour of pointless searching. Let's see. Can't really look around. No, she just keeps trying to look through the telescope. Yep. Okay. Is it on the ground around here? No. Oh, damn it, Mr. Bones. I would not describe that as near the telescope. We really need to work on your definition of near. Oh well, we found it. Again, I kind of like it because I think the implication is that the ghosts really are trying to impede Adrienne's exploration of the house. But if I'm right, they're a little too late doing that, but...
What's that other window there by the tower room?
Alright, so we have another objective. Ah, thank God for skipping.
Wonder who that could be.
Oh, it's the phone repair guy. I forgot he was in this. And he basically exists as an excuse to have Don act like even more of a psycho, but...
You must be installing the phone.
Hi. Yeah, I'm Mike. Your caretakers let me in.
Oh, great. I'm going nuts without a phone.
Yeah, I can understand that. This is quite a place you got here, man.
Adrienne. Yeah, it is quite a place, isn't it?
I better get back to work.
Okay.
Maybe I'm nitpicking again, but it does seem like it would take more than one guy to install phones in a giant Victorian mansion, but maybe that's just me. Alright, time to check the absinthe.
God. Dawn wouldn't drink this.
And it did it again. Alright. Maybe I need to get in the habit of just clicking on scenes that involve a close-up twice. Don't know if that will help, but... Yeah, I still can't contact Dawn.
Who is that woman?
But Dawn
Who is she?
contacts you.
That's Harriet.
I don't want her around our house, so you had better get rid of her.
So, he's possessed by a demon and acting like a sociopath, but he kind of has a good point there, Adrienne. You really shouldn't let random people into your home. Especially one that can, especially when one of them can snap your neck. Alright, see if anything new is going on with Ghost Baby. Or is Ghost Baby just chilling? Yeah, still just chilling.
God, what is this?
But I think I remember one Easter egg that that I can do right now. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's kind of adorable. I just had to click on the baby picture, I think 7 times. And we'll get to the other Easter eggs next episode. I will look them up and write them down, because I cannot rely on my memory. Alright. Oh, well, I guess our laptop doesn't get a new warning every chapter then. Alright. Anything else I can do around the house before the chapter is over? Probably not. Yeah, might as well get it over with. So I guess the flimsy wall that was obviously added later wasn't enough of a tip-off. Let's see. See the poker? No. The hammer. Granted, I'm the last person to ask about home repairs and home demolition, but a hammer does not seem to be the most obvious choice for... Yeah, never mind. Poker seemed like a better idea, but whatever. Oh god, that looks so fake. I know, I shouldn't nitpick the graphics technology of the time, but man, they would have just been better off cutting away to a hole being in the wall than showing the process of this poor actress trying to act like she's tearing down and kicking through a wall. Here it is. Yep, still just the same. Another murder scene for us to check up later. But we do have something to pick up. Or... Oh, no, we can't. Anyway, I'll get to that in a minute.
September 14th, 1889. Dear Diary, I grow increasingly fearful of Zoltan. I feel the burn of his eyes upon me as he watches my every move. Did my little girl have such fears? Did she suffer when he snuffed out her baby life? How could people believe him when he said it was an accident? It was no accident. But, dear diary, Zoltan wasn't always like this. I remember, not so long ago, when he was loving and gay. He was overjoyed when Sophia was born. I know, I remember. But after his trip to Paris last year, he changed. Something happened to him. I don't know what. Now,
Hint,
all I have
Adrienne.
left are my plants. I spend most of my time in my greenhouse, as far away as I can get from Zoltan's ever-watchful eyes.
So that's what happened to wife number 1. And yeah, you can't pick up the... It's all coming back to me. The cameo in the box, in the chest. Even though it's obvious you need to exchange it for the cross in the antique store, you can't do it until you know that you need the cross. Which is... It makes sense, but in a game where your character is carrying around a hammer and a fireplace poker the entire time, it's just a bit of an annoying bit of logic. And the reason it annoys me, I'll bring it up much later, but it kind of, during my first playthrough of the game, it kind of screwed me over. Not knowing, forgetting that I still needed to go back and pick up the cameo. But I'll talk about that when the time comes.
You dirty, rotten, stinking, filthy son of a bitch. You stay away from my wife.
Just what are you accusing me of, sir?
I know exactly what you're doing here.
John, shut up! I think you better leave.
Don't you ever tell me to shut up.
Well, on that cheerful note, let's wrap things up, and hopefully we'll be tech problem free, and I will remember the Easter eggs. Bye.